Eilish is getting some heat after her acceptance speech at the Grammys. So let's get it. Okay guys, so we're gonna talk about the Billie Eilish situation, but first I want a little side note, a little preference. I don't want to get too political in this, even though it's like a political issue. I'm gonna try to avoid that, right? I'm gonna talk about the mess that came with her statement. I'm gonna try to hold back on political stuff because I don't want to talk about that online because I'm a little baby bitch and I don't want to get yelled at. I'm gonna talk about the situation with Billie Eilish. So at the recent Grammy Awards, Billie Eilish gave a speech when she won her award.
That no one is illegal on stolen land. And yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And
it did not go over well with everyone outside of the room of rich people who just like to glaze each other. In her speech, she said, no one is illegal on stolen land. Now listen, I think she had good intentions. Hopefully. I don't know. But a lot of the stuff lately feels very performative. Like, if you really want to go out there and make a change, do it. Don't just wear pins and say little statements and sit back in your gated communities with security and then tell everyone else what they should be doing. And after she said this statement, ooh, some people clapped back, especially the Tongva tribe. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but the Tongva tribe spoke out against this, saying, hey, Billie Eilish, you're actually on our land. You know, your mansion that you have, that's like $15 million. Yeah, you built that on our land. Can you give it back to us?
According to a local tribe out in California, she built her mansion on property that belongs to Native Americans. We talked to the Tongva tribe out in Southern Cal who says she's living on their property, saying this in part, as the first people of the greater Los Angeles basin, we do understand that her home is situated on our ancestral land. Eilish hasn't contacted her tribe directly regarding her property.
Which I thought was like, hey, nice job. So I think if you're gonna say no one is illegal on stolen land, you should definitely be listening to the people that you stole land from. And listen to their voices. You can't just pick and choose whose voices you want to listen to. I mean, you can, but when you're trying to act like this martyr of a person and give yourself a congratulatory pat on the back, just at least walk the walk. Do something, or come out and be like, hey guys, yeah, I was just virtue signaling and I really don't want to do that. And at least maybe I'd respect that and be like, okay, cool, she was virtue signaling and try to act like a good person, but she doesn't want to be a good person. Gotcha. Let's see if she'll put her money where her mouth is. You know, use her house as a safe space for people. You know, let's see if she's willing to like walk the walk instead of just talk the talk while you win an award at a silly little event. You just get praised and you get lots of money for even being there. Like, do something instead of going on stage and telling everyone to keep up the good fight.
I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter, and fuck ICE is all I want to say. Sorry.
So everyone else should, you know, put their lives at risk, put their jobs at risk, and go fight while you sit up in your mansion and be like, yes, I did something really great today by telling other people who have far less than I do to go out there and fight the good fight. Now listen, I'm not saying I'm agreeing or disagreeing with like the ideas that are clashing here, right? What she could have said that would be better is like, hey, listen, I think the violence is getting out of hand. Can we have better training on the agents' ends to make sure things go properly? Can we have people not getting in the way when they're trying to get criminals that have hurt little children and women? Can you guys stay out of the way of those situations? But can we do something to make it like a better situation for everyone, right? Like, but her statement just came off flat. The best thing to sum all this up and how everyone is feeling is the statement Ricky Gervais made when he hosted, I believe, the Oscars a few years back.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay? So,
I always love Ricky Gervais. Like, I think he's great. And I love that he's such an animal activist too. Love that. But I love him saying this, like, yes, come on guys. You're a bunch of out of touch people who probably have very little education and you're telling other people what to do. And you are not going to go out there and fight the good fight. You're just going to sit back and be like, I did such a good job tonight. Like, wow, look, I said something. What? And listen, I do think probably I hope anyway, these celebrities do have like good intent about stuff, right? Like, I'm hoping these blanket statements are just not productive. Like, this situation and pretty much all the situations are very multi-dimensional. There's so many factors. Like, really look into it and try to get informed and try to inform the people and just try to make things de-escalate. What's even more hypocritical is in 2023, a man by the name of Christopher Anderson was on Billie Eilish's family's property, and he was arrested for being on their property. Weird.
Side note, obviously I think someone should be arrested for coming on your property. I just think it's funny that she's kind of being hypocritical, being like, oh, all the land is stolen, so there's no illegal person, but then to be like, oh, someone came on my property, now I want that person arrested and kicked off. You get what I'm saying. But in general, I think, yeah, no, people should not break into other people's homes. Okay, glad we're clear.
He then got a 5-year restraining order. So it's like, ooh, like, listen, it's so messed up for someone who's that rich and in a gated community with security to be talking to the average person. Because it's like, listen, so you're not the ones going to get affected by any of this stuff, right? Like, and if you're putting borders around your house, aren't you being a bit of a hypocrite? And yes, I think everyone can be a bit of a hypocrite. I often am a hypocrite, but usually I try to be like, oh, I'm being a hypocrite and try to fix that, right? So everyone can be a hypocrite. It's good if you can take a look and be like, oh, yes, I'm being a hypocrite. What can I do to fix that? But it is crazy that she has rules for thee, but not for me. Like, no, you guys do what I'm saying, but no, I'm not gonna allow anyone on my property. That's crazy. Girl, what? But yes, this statement did not go over well. A lot of criticism has been thrown. But what do you guys think about all of this? Love to hear your opinions below. Please don't be too mean. Like I said, I'm trying not to be too political. I really have a lot of thoughts on all of this. I see good and bad on both sides. Obviously, I don't want violence on either side. That's just awful. I hate that. It's a very complicated, and I wish people would do like more research into it and try to be more compassionate about listening to people's perspectives and trying to get like a better grasp on all of this. But like I said, hopefully it wasn't too political in this one. Like I said, I'm a little baby bitch. Please don't be too mean to me in the comments, although it's your right to be mean if you want to. Thanks for joining. Bye.